Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. I am Stella, a coach at Core Belief. I do provide personal and business credit advice on how you can build your credit and maintain a good credit score. I also do provide financial literacy as well. Today I'm going to be talking about credit cards. For those who are looking to get a credit card, or if you already have an existing credit card and you just want to take advantage of all the perks and benefits that are available to you, this video is for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. If you want to get a credit card for the first time, or you already have an existing credit card, what are the things that you will put into consideration before you actually pick a credit card? That's what I'm going to be talking in today's video. Some factors that you should take into consideration, and that will help you in picking the right credit card that will be ideal for you personally or for your business. Now, one of the things that I do consider is the annual fee. What is the annual fee on the credit card? Some credit cards come with high annual fee. It could be annual, it could be monthly fees. Some credit cards will come with high fees, and some credit cards come with low fees. So for the annual or the monthly fee, how much is it? So that's one of the things that I will factor into consideration before I pick a credit card or before I do a switch. What is the annual fee? If you're like someone like myself, if you are like myself that don't want any fees, you can go for like a zero annual fee credit card. If you don't mind paying those fees, but the cards do offer you some perks and benefits that you do like, you could also go for it as well. So the annual fee and the monthly fee will be what I'll take into consideration. Also, I don't recommend doing this, but if you ever have to do cash advance, you might also want to consider what is the cash advance fee as well. What is the late payment fee as well? So those, the fees are what you should take into consideration. Another factor that you would want to consider as well would be the interest rate. Interest rate is extremely huge. I said this in one of my videos, and it's my recommendation is what we believe at, what we believe at Core Belief. Pay your statement balance in full. But we do understand that life happens, situations comes where you're not able to make that statement balance in full, and you have to carry your balance over to the next month or month after month, and then interest is going to be calculated on it. So when you're picking a credit card, that should also be a determining factor. Is it a fixed interest rate or is it a variable interest rate? And also, what is the interest rate? Interest rate usually ranges from between like 5%, and depending on the credit card, the company credit card, it might go up as high as 27 or 29%. So those are things that you also want to factor in when you're picking a credit card as well. Now, another thing that you want to decide as well or take into consideration would be, do you want to go for a secured credit card, or do you want to go for an unsecured credit card, or do you want to go for a prepaid credit card? So a secured credit card is you bring in the cash equivalents to the lenders or to the financial institution that is equivalent to the limits that you're requesting for. Now, some institutions might not take the exact equivalent. Like, for example, if you're looking for a $500 credit card and you're bringing upfront $500, some institution might take half of that. So it really depends on what the institution will take into consideration. So a secured credit card is you putting money up front, and it's going to be secured, it's going to be locked in, you don't have access to that fund, and they will give you the credit card that's equivalent to the limits, to the cash limits that you have provided for. Unsecured, it's not locked in or anything, you have access to the credit card, you're not bringing money up front or cash up front or anything like that. And secured credit cards most times are either for like those trying to rebuild their credit history, or new to credit, or new immigrants. So there are just different things, or maybe a new business that's just starting out and the lenders want to see how the business is going to grow over time. So those are the things that they might want to consider in determining if it's going to be secured or unsecured credit card. And then the prepaid Visa, it's almost like a secured credit card where you're putting cash up front, but the difference is it's not locked in. So you're putting the cash into the credit card and you are using the credit card for your purchases, either at the store or online or whatever you want to do with those purchases as well. Another determining factor would be the grace period. So the grace period is the period within which you use the credit card and you have to pay it back before interest is being calculated. So some grace period might be up to 21 days, some grace period might be up to 50 days. So that's something that you might also want to look into and take into consideration when you're when you want to get a credit card. What is the grace period? Now, another determining factor that I did put down here would be your cashback or rewards points or air miles. So are you someone that prefers to have cash back when you use the credit card? One of the things you want to consider is what is the percentage of the cash back? How much are you getting back? So you might want to put that into consideration when you're making that decision. The cash back or the points or the air miles, like what's the point to $1? So those are things that you want to factor in as well. And also the introductory offers as well. So some institutions, when you're just getting a credit card for the first time, or they might be offering you some credit cards, like if you want to do a switch or something like that. So there are some introductory offers like balance transfer. Some might give you like huge points up front. Some might also offer zero fees on the card as well, maybe for the first 1 to 2 years. So you would also want to consider what is the introductory offer that the financial institution is offering. Another factor that you want to take into consideration would be the foreign transaction fees. So when you do transaction in the currency that is different from the currency on the credit card, what is the fee or percentage or exchange rates that you want to that will be charged on the card? So that's something that you want to take into consideration when you're picking a credit card. What is the foreign transaction fee? Another one, and this one I love, is the accessibility to customer service. Customer service is huge. If something goes wrong on your credit card, if there's any fraudulent transactions, or you just have questions about the credit cards and you want to reach out to the institution that provided you with the credit card, how easy is it for you to access the customer service? Some customer service, oh my God, like take forever. They don't pick up. They will tell you to send emails. You send emails, you don't get any response, or you're calling, you're on wait time for hours and hours. And some, it's pretty easy to reach out to them. You can easily contact them. So that's something you want to take into consideration as well when you are picking a credit card. And another thing that I did put down here would be your payment flexibility as well. How easy is it for you to make payments to your credit card, especially if you probably have your primary bank is with another financial institution and your credit card is with another lender? How easy is it for you to make the credit card? Is it something that you always have to go into the branch to make that payment, or is it something that you can actually just add it as a bill payment in your online banking? So those are the things that you want to factor into consideration. What is the late payment penalty as well? You want to look into that, because sometimes we forget, we go on vacation, we just forget to transfer the funds, or you don't have that pre-authorized payment going into your credit card. So you might miss your payments. That happens, it's not out of place. So what are the late payment penalties as well? So that's something that you want to factor in when you are picking a credit card. And also would be acceptance. Now, is this credit card acceptable worldwide? Is it acceptable everywhere? Or are you going to be limited when you are using the credit card? So you want to make sure there are some stores, for example, that do accept cashback, and there are some stores that don't accept cashback. They only take visas. So vice versa, or Amex or whatever. So that's something that you also want to consider. That is this credit card acceptable worldwide? Can I use it in any country other than the country where I did get a credit card from? So that's what you want to consider as well. And the additional perks and benefits of the card. So what does this card offer? Is there any insurance coverage? What are the insurance coverages? Extended warranty, purchase security, travel accidents, trip interruption. Like, you just want to know what are all the insurance coverages that are beneficial to this card that I could actually take advantage of, rather than having to pay that extra insurance coverage for it. For example, you want to take a trip, or you want to go on a vacation, you want to book your flight ticket. If you're using a credit card that offers you like lounge access and things like that, so that's something that you want to take into consideration as well. And lastly on my list here would be, does this credit card help in building your credit score? So that's also something that you want to consider. There are some credit cards that allow like authorized user on it, and some of the institutions don't report authorized user credit card to the credit bureau. So you want to make sure that this credit card is a credit card that will actually help in reestablishing your, in building your credit score, or in reestablishing your credit score, just helping you generally on your credits, on your credit report rating generally. So that's something that you want to consider as well. If you did like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.